Matters businesses on the ground. The impact of COVID-19 on businesses has been well documented and outlined, especially on the side of the coin where many businesses either scaled down or closed shop due to the heavy disruption. Now, looking on the flip side of the coin, during the pandemic, actually Kenyans registered more businesses. Between April and November 2020, 65,782 businesses names were registered. According to the Registrar of Companies, this is a 58.5% rise compared to similar period last year. To break this down, it means 270 companies were being registered daily. The number of registration peaked in July with 10,551 registrations. This is right after the reopening of the Kenyan economy. This surge in business name registration is reflective that people are turning to business after losing formal employment, or people are creating businesses as a form of security and side hustle. The big question is whether the businesses will be able to survive in an economy that is projected to grow at 0.6% in the year 2021. Well, to continue this discussion on the skyrocketing of number of businesses registered in this pandemic period that you have experienced as a country, I'm joined by Kenneth Gathuma, who is the Director General, Business Registration Service. Sir, starting off, why is this happening? We understand that, most businesses were impacted by COVID-19 negatively. And on the flip side, you are saying the number of businesses being registered in Kenya is growing. What is happening?
Thank you very much for having me. I'm from the Business Registration Service, which is basically in charge of this process of registering a business. What has happened in the last couple of months is that we have seen businesses being registered on account of what I'd call the ease of the process. We've had quite a bit of legislative reform, which anchors the process. It allows for digital processes. The process has been taken away from the manual Huduma process that used to be done. We now fully do it on end-to-end basis on the e-citizen platform. So I can say legal reforms, process reforms, as well as public awareness has given the impetus within which people have sought to, so to speak, exercise their entrepreneurial spirit and get to have businesses registered.
The discussion will be, we are registering many businesses. You're saying ease of registration. And do you think, from your observation, I understand yours is just to register, but from the overall perspective, do you also have a state of ease of doing business, especially with the pandemic, that will see these businesses survive through these hard periods?
Indeed. One of the parameters which we look at with regard to the ease of doing business is access to credit. With the pandemic and with the activities having been a bit subdued and the ability of people to do business being a bit challenging, we have seen that people are now using one of the platforms I'd call movable property security rights as one of the issues which supports their businesses. So when you register your business, you are allowed to access credit from the formal lending environment. You can go to the bank on account of business plan that you have. If it's viable, you could get credit. As well, you could have strategic partners come and invest with you. You could also have partners who give you technology or give you know-how about how your business can go ahead. So entering the formal environment of businesses is one but a gateway within which you're allowed to exercise what can be done in the commercial space.
Okay, and still on this particular issue, What are the parts of further upgrades expected in the year 2021, and what is our overall projection in terms of business registration in the country?
Well, looking at the trend, in the month of July, when we had the highest number, more than 10,000 companies registered in a month, you can see the trend has slightly declined, but however, it is still much stronger than previous years. In the coming year, 2021, we do expect the numbers will still be sustained at a much higher level than previous years. And this is going to, in a sense, be assisted by what we are going to be calling integration with other systems, so that the data that is obtained when you register your business can be used in an impactful and in a way that will assist you. So we do anticipate in the coming year a lot of integration with other systems will assist business owners to improve the way they do things and to as well get better opportunities that would arise with regards to the COVID-19 pandemic and its resultant effects.
Definitely. The question will be with the economic projection of, a very minimal growth. In fact, the lowest over the past 12 years of 0.6% projected for this year. Do you think the data and these indications that you're getting from as a registrar of businesses might spur things and maybe turn this number in the course of the year?
Indeed, that's the approach and the positive outlook that we look at with regard to this issue. When people register businesses, they spur economic activity. You employ other people. You inject more money, and money gets to revolve around in the economy. So we are saying that this could be one amongst certain interventions which may not have been really looked at that will help improve the economic outlook in the coming year, because people will be seeking to do business, to engage in commerce, and as well engage in certain opportunities that government does provide, which you can only do once you are a formally registered entity. So we think it could be a form within which we could achieve a bit of success with regard to the current economic outlook.
You mentioned that a registered business actually stands a better opportunity when it comes to access to credit and opportunities. In fact, this surge, you see, we saw it in July, where the economy was being opened. And another argument, some people have been arguing, some of the companies, normally they're just registered. Somebody has gotten a business maybe to supply something, issues with, entrepreneurship. You've gotten a tender and you need a formal business, so you apply, and it's a one-off thing. Then thereafter you remain inactive. How many such instances do we have under such conditions?
Well, I would first of all try and demystify the issue of registering a business and doing business with the government and access to credit. There's nothing untoward about having a business and doing business with the government. The issues that arise are with regard to what we call briefcase or shelf companies, where somebody registers a business just to do a one-off issue and then, so to speak, disengage with that business. We have many more people who are keen to foster and to cultivate a business-minded approach towards how they engage with other players. And when I talk about government, I don't mean simply what we call the tenders, which cause a bit of concern here and there. I'm talking about every single day, even the mama boga who wants to supply milk to a certain institution. If she registers a business, she has an opportunity. We're also talking about the mechanic who has a garage somewhere. If he's able to register his business and come up with partners, he can service a fleet of motor vehicles of a certain company. There are so many opportunities which are in the whole economic spectrum that can be fulfilled doing legitimate business, doing everything above board and in compliance with the procurement laws. So it in itself, I wouldn't say it's something that we should frown upon, we should actually encourage. And we will see quite a bit of the people who may feel marginalized coming into the fold and getting to understand how they can react and do commercial enterprise.
Definitely. Thank you very much for demystifying this particular issue. We appreciate you taking time to speak with us. And at this particular moment, I want to bring my colleague, Brian George